Hello, my fellow nerds, and welcome to the Nerd Empire. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today, and I hope you all will enjoy today's reaction video. With that being said, let's get right into it, shall we? Alright, next video. This one is by Vazkol, and this is gaming memes.
48% of the gamers are women. If you count playing with my feelings as gaming. I came across a TikTok live of a dog playing Resident Evil 4, and I don't know what to do with this information.
Oh, that's actually pretty neat. The guy decided to put his dog on there. Oh, and I know a death metal song you'd probably find hilarious. Okay.
My dad walked in on me playing Kingdom Hearts as a kid, and I told him I was killing a boss, and he said, "I wish I could kill my boss," and left.
Oh my
The
God.
Egyptians! This is how they made the pyramids. If you don't believe me, ask them. Hacker voice. I'm in. Video game puzzles. My 13-year-old son is crying because I deleted his 5-year-old Minecraft world. How do I explain to him that it's just a game? 2 million comments. Hannah, I got an extra controller for you, bro. The controller. Video games causes violence. Me taking care of my feet.
Okay, it has been disproven for years now that video games do not cause violence. They don't. If anything, they actually found out that a lot of the people who play very violent games are a lot more empathetic than any others.
A gaming opinion that has you like this. Single-player games shouldn't require the internet.
I agree. Single-player games of any fucking kind should not require you to be connected to the internet in order to play them.
Me, going crazy trying to win a game after losing 130 plus rounds without rage quitting. Playing a mobile game be like actual gameplay. Watching ads. Researchers are developing.
And they make the X for the ads so tiny that you end up accidentally clicking on the ad rather than closing out the ad. And the ones that force you to watch an ad in order to continue, those can rightfully fuck off.
Developing a video game where you can cast any magical spell you can imagine. Shut up and take my money. Working around tech limitations is an art. I just remembered that bare feet in Skyrim are just shoes Bethesda textured to look like feet. Me and my dad gaming. Your mom's a weirdo loser. So is your wife. My mom, listening to both of us. Me, goes to sleep after a night of gaming. The media, you sleep rather soundly for a murderer. Finally, a new gaming position. Cave sounds in Terraria versus cave sounds in Minecraft.
Oh
Male,
my God.
female, gamer. The cure to male loneliness is space racism. Craft, male, female, gamer. The cure to male loneliness is space
Racism, Helldivers 2, Warhammer 40k, and Halo. All space racism.
racism. There are 2 types of horror game players. I do this with Minecraft.
Mine is the bottom one because it's easier to see shit. I have it the same way for Dead Space. It's easier to see shit. So, Frieza. Yes, exactly, Frieza. Space racist. But yeah, when it comes to horror games that are dark and shit, I have the brightness up almost all the way, so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. Otherwise, I have a hard time seeing my way through shit.
January, February, March, April, May, June. Guys, I knew I was Gerald.
Let's see. Mine is April, so I have Mario. My brother is June, so he has Hitman. My dad is January, so he has Red Dead. And my mom is March, so she has Snake.
Gaming laptops after running a game for 2 minutes. It took 14 years for a streamer to walk to the far lands in Minecraft, but his long journey is finally over. You're dead at. How is bro in debt with Steam? I broke Iron Steam.
Dude, how are you negative $60 on Steam?
Dad, the unfinished story games in my library, watching me open Terraria again. You'll outgrow video games.
I have 300 plus games on my Steam, so a lot of them are probably staring at me like that. You're legit Gerald in that. Nice.
someday. No, I won't. Wow, that is a lot of revives.
Hang on, what was that? That friendly guy in Battlefield, he has a lot of revives.
I took care of that quest for you, the NPC. Game render our tree. The main quest line, me getting married to my favorite NPC.
Yeah, that would be me. Honestly, like for Final Fantasy XIV, if I could, I would, if I were able to marry an NPC in Final Fantasy XIV, I would marry my Final Fantasy XIV waifu, which is Kan-E Senna. She is the leader to Gridania. I would love to marry that NPC, but you can't. The only people you can marry are other players. So I'm a bit disappointed. I mean, if I was ever dating somebody, I would love to marry them in game, but I want to marry Kan-E Senna.
My head and the enemy's head. Where are you getting all those cheese wheels, Danny? No girl in post. It only had 58 upvotes. Girl in post, 37,000. This says a lot about society. Choose 2. Gaming, good grades, sleep.
Gaming and sleep.
I don't need sleep. I need gaming and grades. You are now well rested, but I don't look well rested, I'm tired. When the video game's got an initially blocked endgame area that connects to an early game area, older racing games, you'll start off with this and spend hours trying to unlock better cars. Racing games now. Thanks for playing for 3 minutes. Here are 3 new cars.
I'm not one for racing games because I don't really care, but there were actually 2 racing games that I actually liked. And both of which, sadly, are not on PC. One is Burnout 3. Burnout 3 was a fun, badass game. And then Midnight Club LA. Those are the only 2 racing games I ever played, and I wish they would port them over to PC so I could play them on Steam.
The guy who places highly explosive barrels all over the map so I can defeat my enemies. Thank you. Working for 8 hours to afford food. Gaming for 8 hours to get a cool helmet. Ping. Wow, that's a high ping. That would be...
Hang on. That is 268,374,016 ping. The dude shoots a bullet, and it hits his enemy a week later. I've played a Need for Speed game, but that was back in the PS1 days. I don't really care for Need for Speed, honestly.
74.5 hours of delay. At that point, it would be easier to send in his keystrokes by carrier pigeon. How it feels to finally quit the game you spent hella money on. How much does this game cost? $70. Me. Breaks enemy's neck to conserve ammo. Everyone else at laser tag. A Steam user has become the first on the platform to own 40,000 games.
40,000 games. He owns 40,032 games. 22,138 DLCs. He has done 20 reviews, and he has 26,978 games on his wish list. I thought I had a lot of games. Because I have, let's see, I have 348 games. This dude has over 40 fucking thousand.
When you play copyrighted music, in your ad, in your video, first we mine, then we craft. And then after all of this, we drop a bomb on your house. 5 minutes into a new Minecraft world versus 10 hours later, I speak for the trees. Release the world engine. When you die in a cave in Minecraft, damn it, here we go again. No bro, I don't play League of Legends. I stopped right after the tutorial. It was kind of boring. Cloning a game.
Anybody who plays League of Legends, I swear to God, is a masochist, either physically or mentally. I played like a couple rounds of it, and then I stopped because it sucks.
game is perfectly legal. The Tetris Company. Fan theory. The entire plot of FSC is just Jason's made-up story to explain why he got a tribal tattoo. The main character, the NPC, who asks the main character to save the world because he can't. Me, dies in a video game. Video game tip, try not to get hit. Get good. New horror game named The 18th Attic lets you pet your cat to relieve stress in game. Me, relieving stress. Save and exit game. Save game, save and exit game.
Yeah, it's like you save a game, then like 10 seconds later you think in your head, wait, did I save? Better make sure to save, better save just to make sure. And then you exit. We all have Alzheimer's when it comes to saving the game.
Game comes out, see good review, not sure if they actually like it, or if they're just a paid shill, see bad review, not sure if they're legitimately criticizing it, or if they're just whining and trolling. Tell me your favorite game, but replace one of the words in the title with perfect. Me, realizing that 5 minutes of studying, followed by a 50-hour gaming break, was not a good strategy as I read the first question. Buying a game on release date, buying a game 1 year later, with all the DLC included.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea when it comes to the games. just wait for a while for the price to go down, and you'll get a lot of the DLC.
How it feels when you play a dead multiplayer game. My Uber driver is using a PSP for navigation. I do not get good. I do not take a break. I have fun, and if I'm not having fun, I drop the game. You did what? Send his body over a waterfall. It could be anywhere, really. I made sure to loot him for his braces, though. Too nice to pass up. A Hollow Knight fan who passed away from cancer in 2019 has been honored in Silksong as a boss fight. Team Cherry worked with Seth before his death to bring his character into the game. So that's why the music was so sad. Being an adult means you get to stare at these every day, but never actually play them because you're too tired after work. $100 GTA and $600 consoles. Gamers. Female clothing in video games. The armor versus the stats.
Yeah, it is weird that a lot of the female armor is just barely any clothing, yet they have a shit ton of fucking stats.
Your homie looking at you while he's reviving, and you both hear footsteps. Pikachu, after escaping and being kidnapped again, for a new Pokemon series. Guys, women are so emotional. Guys at 2 AM, losing on a video game. How it feels knowing bro is using Appear Offline, but you just can't prove it yet. Me outside bro's house after he made me buy a game. We only played it for a week. When you can't decide if you want to be a tank or a healer. We can go Septim for Septim. I'm the GOAT. I'm trash. Gamers. The creator of the original Saints Row games says he hopes GTA 6 costs $100. I think GTA is the only one that can get away with it, and I hope they do. When you have a really bad day, so you go to play video games, but you can't win a single match. I have a surprise. Same, look behind you. Gaming in 2007. Can it run Crysis? It's a game with insanely good graphics, of course not. In 2023. Can it run Kerbal Space Program 2? It's a game with mediocre graphics, of course not. Accidentally opened Facebook, and I have no idea what's going on over there. I raised my game's prices by 33%. Aw, you're so sweet. I raised my game by 33%. Hello, human resources? Why is it so hard for Nintendo fans to just admit their company is insanely greedy? Sure, the games are good, but critiquing this does not make your enjoyment invalid. Women, when the man who has over 3,000 hours in CSGO turns out to be a bad boyfriend. Gaming recommendation. If you like League, Dota, Overwatch, CSGO, Valorant, literally any competitive game, you should try anger management.
I find this to be kind of true, because like anybody who plays any of those games, I swear to God, they have some anger management issues.
Classes. Gaming chair or a gaming coffin. Helldivers 2 crashed my PC twice, and now the game is like this.
Dude, that looks awesome.
Gaming on console, gaming on PC, gaming on a DVD player with an interactive CD. Pre-rendered backgrounds promised worlds beyond the horizon. Pre-rendered backgrounds are an art that I miss a lot. Gaming companies after inventing World War II to make a new game. Business is booming. Laptop gaming be like, what guys my age save up for getting married, getting a house, their honeymoon, what I'm saving up for.
Yeah, I need new computer parts.
Or PC. How could anyone hate the rain? when a game has "and you" in the special thanks section in the credits. OMG, a portable gaming device with dual display, headphone jack, and a pen included. You're beautiful. I have a gaming PC. How to keep your gaming PC away from guests. Knock knock. Honey, are you taking a Doom 1 or a Doom 2? Taking a Doom 4. When you're making good progress on a game with no autosave and you notice the loading screen is taking longer than usual. Ping 999. PC is way better than console. No, PC is overhyped. Real gamers. Gaming is sick. Yup, my therapist. What do we do when we feel like giving up? Me. Start a new hardcore world and jump into the nearest lava pit. Notchin talks with Council of Bedrock. Sources claim they are planning on switching the seed difficulty to peaceful. So, do you own any gaming consoles? Wait, what do boyfriends want for their birthday if they already have video games and boy food?
I want a hug. Is that okay to ask for?
Microsoft Xbox. What happened to him? They got greedy and lost 300 million. I went to a very Christian school. One kid begged his parents for Skyrim, but they didn't like magic, so they finally got him the game, but was strictly not allowed to use magic, including potions. Bro had to heal with cheese and goat's legs. Religiously imposed challenge run. Seeing a cool house your friend made and asking to go inside. It's practical. How I feel playing video games after I swipe on stories of old classmates getting married and even having kids.
Yeah, oh god.
Hey, video game developers, why do you put a waterfall in your game if there's no secret passage behind it? To make a fool out of me? To mock me? Me, watching my Monster Hunter character.
I always found it, I found it's like it's funny, people see a waterfall and their immediate thought is, what's behind it? I hope there's some treasure.
To get a full course meal handmade by a bunch of cat people while I'm stuck eating salt and vinegar chips. I don't keep my sword on 1, I don't have food on 6, I don't keep my blocks on 8. I don't have an organized hotbar, I mix everything up, and if I need something from my inventory, I switch it with one of my pickaxes. You're a psycho. I will buy some small
I know, I don't do the bar for anything. If I need something, I'll just click on it.
So you can travel with me. Yeah, go ahead. Awesome. The game lobby when there is a free skin. The urge to play a wise old sage fighter. The urge to play an axe crazy juggalo. EA, Minecraft. No, you have to buy our €70 game every year. Costs €20 10 years ago. How do I get pulled over for texting? But he's playing Helldivers 2. When player 2 picks the same character in a fighting game. PTSD movie theater employees. After realizing Minecraft 2 movie is coming out on 2027.
I just thought the idea of a Minecraft movie was pretty dumb.
When you die, but get a grenade kill. This mum gave birth less than a week ago, and then won a Mortal Kombat tournament with her baby in her arms. The world when GTA 6 finally releases. Alright son, are you ready to collab with Dead by Daylight? But I want to be in Fortnite. You're getting Dead by Daylight. I'm gonna need a minute to process this. Mario's
Dead by Daylight is so much better than fucking Fortnite. Fortnite can fuck off.
last name. His name is Mario. My friends, married businessman, father, homeowner, me. High ranked in a video game. Cyber Dystopia. Actually a good game compared to AAA games. Free to play, no microtransactions, optional ads. AAA games. Pay to play and win. Me. Starts playing a ranked match. My ping, my Wi-Fi, my parents, my opponent. Imagine having a family Minecraft world that gets passed down and finding your great ancestors' builds from generations before you. Yeah, that exists in real life and it's called the country you were born in.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
This controller is the Wave, and for only $100, I can do it myself for less than one. 90s video game starter pack. The graphics, devs, story, budget, gameplay, soundtrack. The single player enjoyer.
Games back then were so fucking good, and people actually put time into it. Nowadays, it's just shit. It's nothing but money grab now.
£1,000 setup to play a game from the 2010s. Desk cozy as hell. Enjoys being a part of the story. Picked up a bargain on the Steam sale. Hunts achievements, not enemies. No longer drawn to rage-inducing MOBAs. Finally quit competitive FPS and MOBA. Enjoyment with video goes up 10 times. Take the single player pill, bros. You won't regret it. The highest selling video game.
Yes, I like this. A lot of the single player games are so much better than a lot of the multiplayer games now because they're not as fucking stressful and rage inducing.
consoles in history. They made it a top 11 just so they could include the PS5. Those misleading puzzle ads you see everywhere are now banned. Delicious. Finally some good news. Who drinks the orange juice?
Let's see. Hang on. Number 2. Number 2 is the only one that's going to be drinking the orange juice because it's blocked off here for number 4, so it can't enter the tube. The tube is blocked off here for number 3, so it can't empty out for him. And once this fills up, it's blocked right here, so number 1 can't get anything. The only one that's open is number 2.
No, not on number 4. Number 3, nope. Yep, number 2. Number 2, me. Saves a game. Wants to exit the game. The game? Are you sure you want to quit? Any unsaved progress will be lost. Me. Group of kids walking by playing rock, paper, scissors, and they just said, bro, scissors is actually OP. He can breathe in space, but he can't breathe underwater. Game accuracy. Should I make another Sonic meme video? A GameStop in Colorado still has the Halo 3 mural up from 2007. We'll take it down when something better comes out. A modder built a functional Lego Game Boy that plays games without needing an emulator. Me. Sign up for a free 1-month trial. Please enter your credit card information. That reminded me, I have a subscription I need to cancel. How the cinema worker looks when I say, Steve's lava chicken, as I pour molten glass onto a random child. A man said the N-word. It echoed through my mic and I got banned. How do I even appeal this? By doing what you just typed. Create a Souls-like game. Create a Souls-like game. Asian Game Studios. When people ask you, why are you still playing video games? I like it. I'm good at it. I asked ChatGPT. I asked Grok. Yeah, well, I asked Goombella and her tattle log says you're a witch. Instead of renting Silk Song for 1 month using Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you can just buy it for $20. Who wants to buy Pokemon cards? Who is willing to play the Pokemon cards game? Doom plus
yeah,
Doom 2.
a lot of people now, they don't get the cards to play the game. They get the cards to because they're what was it called? Scalpers, or they're getting him to collect them.
What is DOS? When I put the game gives me 2 options, Doom and Doom 2. Also DOS, what does DOS mean? Exam. Draw and name the different layers of planet Earth. Dirt, stone, deep slate, bedrock. How do you know that? They got an A+ though, the kid. He plays Minecraft. What you think gaming was 20 years ago versus what gaming actually was 20 years.
Final Fantasy X was such a good game. 10-2, I liked 10-2, despite what people say. I think 10-2 was a good one.
Years ago. Me. Mom, can I get Super Mario? No, we already have Super Mario at home. Super Mario at home. Game gives you ammo. Game gives you a lot of ammo.
Yeah, that's the thing. You run into a room or an area where there is a shit ton of ammo and health on the ground, you immediately know that the next area is going to be a fucked time.
GTA pedestrian.
It gets even worse if once you beat the boss, more epic music starts, and then you see the boss get back up, and you're like, fuck, there's a phase 2.
Trying to get the car back after I throw them out of it. Turns out there isn't a nice way to interrupt your wife's boring story to remind her you have a video game paused in the other room. Get a game from grandparents. It's for the wrong console. Minecraft, the game that accidentally killed Fortnite. This was no accident. How I Met Your Mother. Games make you violent, gamers. Games do not make you violent, and they don't not make you not violent. The Nintendo Wii is now as old as the Super Nintendo Entertainment System was when the Wii came out. I wasted 2 hours making this photo edit instead of studying. Alright, this was a waste of time. Another game sale. My unplayed games. I've got so many unplayed games, it's bad. I'll play them for like 8 hours and then just not get bored, but something will come up and I'll forget about them. Hidden. Detected. Grand Theft Auto. No, don't call it that. Call it Steely Wheely Automobile. Me. Armor with 200 HP. No, I'd rather go with armor with plus 5 HP per second regen.
Yeah, I honestly would go with the HP regen over the 200 HP. You have an easier time. You have a better time, a better chance of surviving If you have regen, then you do more HP.
Please take only one Sonic 2 for the game gear per child. $800 console, $1,000 handheld, $360 a year to rent games. Game Pass is the best deal in gaming. The secret behind Thor's hammer. I often find myself thinking about Crash Bandicoot's driver's license. I do not want a job right now. I am already depressed enough as it is. Got any fatherly advice? Enjoy gaming while you still can. Adulthood has no mercy. When it's 5 a.m. and your friend wants one more game. The two most common types of gamers, adult male and giant baby. And they both sound the
And they play COD and MOBAs.
same, look the same, and act the same. Gacha game Anata has been accused of copying Spider-Man 2's swinging animation. Anata has quickly become known as Anime GTA Online. This onion won't make me cry. One day you'll play your last video game without realizing. Superpowers for superheroes. Today we unveil Eagle Eye, the family of warfighter augments that place missions command and AL directly into the operator's helmet. You guys owe Halo Infinite an apology for predicting cat ears on Helmegs. A Counter-Strike 2 skin collector paid $45,000 for one Mac 10 bronzer, a skin that usually sells between 2 and 6 cents. It has the lowest float value in CS history, and now that is probably not worth that much money anymore. Still worth a lot, but not as much. When you get a new game and your life has purpose again. What was the last game you played which you really enjoyed?
It's a good question. I can't really decide. Well, that is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give a like and subscribe. I post videos 3 to 5 days a week here. I also post videos over on my other channel for gaming as well. So please make sure to give that a look-see. See if you enjoy that as well. I also stream anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week as well. Links to all my social medias will be on my YouTube page. And with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.